Now let us look at the last topic in this section, rationalizing the denominator. So consider the fraction 1 by root 2. So you can see when the denominator of an expression contains a term with a square root or a number under a radical sign. This sign is called the radical sign. So when the denominator of an expression contains a radical sign or a number with a radical sign, the process of converting that into an equivalent expression whose denominator is a rational number is called a rationalizing the denominator. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to remove the uh, radical sign somehow by multiplying or dividing or adding or subtracting. So anyhow, we want to change this into an equivalent number or an equivalent expression such that its denominator will not have a radical sign in it. Okay, so let us see how this is done. So we want to write 1 by root 2 as an equivalent number or an equivalent expression in which the denominator is a rational number. And we know that root 2 into root 2 is 2, which is a rational number. So if I multiply the denominator by root 2, I can make it into a rational denominator. So we also know that the value of a fraction does not change if we multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. So what do? I multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number, root 2. And root 2 into root 2 will be 2, and 1 into root 2 is root 2. So I have made 1 by root 2 as an equivalent expression or an equivalent fraction whose denominator is a rational number. So this process is called rationalizing the denominator. I have made the denominator into a rational number. Let us look at another example. We have 1 by 2 plus root 2. So the denominator contains a number with a radical sign. So I want to change this into a rational number. So we know the identity a plus root b into a minus root b is a square minus b, and the answer will be a rational number. So if I want to change 2 plus root 2 into a rational number by multiplying with a suitable number, the number that I would choose will be 2 minus root 2, because that will be give me 2 square minus b. My b here is 2. Okay, not root 2. See, if it is root b, the answer is a square minus b. So here it is root 2. So the answer is 2 square minus 2. So this is a result of using a square minus b square formula. See, a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Instead of b square, we have root b the whole square, and that is how we get b. Okay, so multiplying the numerator and denominator by 2 minus root 2. Sorry, this should be that's a mistake there. It should be 2 minus root 2. Forgive me. Okay, so multiplying the numerator and the denominator by 2 minus root 2, the denominator becomes 2 square minus 2. So 2 square is 4, 4 minus 2 is 2. So the denominator becomes 2, and the numerator becomes 2 minus root 2, and you can see the denominator is now a rational number. Now let us look at one more example, 1 by root 3 plus root 2. So this is also an the denominator contains a radical sign. So I use the identity root a plus root b is root into root a minus root b is a minus b, which is a rational number. So to make the denominator a rational number, the suitable number that I will be choosing to multiply will be root 3 minus root 2. So the denominator will be a minus b, or 3 minus 2, which is 1. and the numerator will be root 3 minus root 2. Okay, sorry, this is root 3 minus root 2. Yeah, so we have root 3 minus root 2 by 1. So that is root 3 minus root 2. So the process of, and we can see that the denominator is 1, which is a rational number. So this process of changing a rational number into an a fraction into an equivalent fraction whose denominator is a rational number is called, the process is called rationalizing. Okay, so I hope you could follow or understand what I had tried to teach in this section. If you have any doubts, please message me, and please go through the exercises and try to solve all the problems in the exercises 1.5, and please try to understand the examples. If you have any doubts regarding any of the topics, it could be the 1.5, 1.4, so any of the topics, if you have any doubts, please feel free to message me, and that will be all. Thank you.